Please welcome Jack Hyland, Co-Chair, Board of Trustees.
As co-chair of the Board of Trustees of Teachers College, I have the honor of officially opening today's ceremony. On behalf of the entire community of TC, I welcome you to the 2016 Masters Convocation. It is my pleasure to introduce the President of Teachers College, Susan Fuhrman.
Good afternoon. Welcome to a most joyous occasion as we honor the talented men and women who have already achieved so much and are just getting started. I give you the 2016 Master's graduates of Teachers College. Congratulations, graduates, you made it. Congratulations as well to those who helped you make it to this day. Yay! Our outstanding faculty and dedicated staff. And let's all show our appreciation to your families and partners for their love, encouragement, and support. Graduates, you now join the ranks of our 90,000 alumni who are leaders in education, psychology, and health. Like them, you now have the power to transform the learning environments of your schools and organizations and to expand educational opportunity for everyone, including our most marginalized and vulnerable fellow human beings. And like them, you are dedicating your lives and careers to the pursuit of social justice, a TC tradition that literally goes back to our founder, Grace Hoadley Dodge. It was her vision to establish a college that would prepare teachers to work with immigrant students and their families who had recently fled poverty, war, and prejudice, and were still encountering bias and penury. It was also Grace Dodge's brilliance to recognize the need for a new kind of educator, one with the skills, cultural understanding, and self-awareness to understand and relate to immigrants' educational, health, and psychological needs. Thanks to Grace Dodge, Teachers College quickly became a force for increasing educational opportunity in New York City and soon throughout the nation and the world. TC's commitment to social justice that began with Grace Dodge has grown ever since through the work of so many other TC faculty and alumni, from John Dewey and Maxine Green to Edmund Gordon, and right down to the faculty and graduates assembled here today. But now our work in social justice takes on renewed urgency. For all the progress and landmark achievements we have made, America in 2016 is still confronted by the stubborn persistence of racism and growing inequities in education, health, and economic opportunity. Indeed, the current manifestations of intolerance are seen in so many distressing events and phenomena. The contamination of drinking water in Flint, Michigan, the mass incarceration of young Black men, the widening disparities in high school graduation rates, income, health, and the mounting and life expectancy, and the mounting death toll of unarmed people of color at the hands of police in various cities. And of course, the continued repercussions of racial, religious, gender, and gender identity prejudice that are evident in political dialogue. Graduates, let's reflect for a few moments on the ways you and our faculty have risen to the challenges of these perilous times. First, you have helped the college become a more effective agent of social justice, beginning with your call on TC to facilitate more robust discussions on race, gender, and class. For example, you advanced the Civic Participation Project's mission of making available new knowledge in the service of greater forms of inclusion for those who have been marginalized, oppressed, or excluded. And through your participation in the Racial Literacy Roundtable series, you have helped to raise awareness of the need to recognize and counter the biases of race, class, and privilege to which none of us is completely immune. The second way you have advanced social justice at TC has been through your contributions to innovative faculty-driven initiatives. For example, some of you have brought your talents, dedication, and passion for social justice to our bilingual bicultural education program, to TC's Inclusive Classroom Project, and to our program in Universally Inclusive Early Responsive Education, QUIERE. Others are on the front lines in different ways, working with incarcerated youth at Rikers Island or through the TC School to Prison Pipeline Project, working with city probation officials to reduce the number of school-based arrests and disciplinary actions that too often put youngsters on the road to prison. Some of you have been involved in the Educating Harlem Project, which has produced an instructive and illuminating history of education in 20th century Harlem. And many of you were enormously influential in a project that is making great contributions to TC, the organization of more than 60 crosses across the college into a race, ethnicity, and intercultural understanding curriculum map. This historic undertaking will have a significant impact on TC's ability to prepare students across the entire college to become future leaders in understanding and solving the great challenges related to race and diversity. The third way you have advanced social justice has been in your individual work. Take music and music education graduate Katie Ho. Katie is a gifted Juilliard-trained violinist and violist who has performed on concert stages all over the world. Then Katie underwent a career-changing experience at a hospice when a mother asked her to play a Christmas song for her dying daughter. At that moment, Katie realized she wanted to bring the gift of music to everyone because, in her words, music is not only a luxury for people who can afford to attend concerts, but also an essential way for human beings to express their emotions and feel a deeper connection to humanity. She decided to devote her career to working with students in local communities, particularly special needs and low-income students who might not otherwise have access to classical music. As an Enid W. and Lester Morse Jr. scholar at TC, she has worked her magic, exposing students at Teachers College Community School to the joys of classical music by teaching them to play classical instruments. Happily, Katie will have an encore at TC as she pursues her doctorate in music education here. Brava, Katie. Another one of our master's graduates who embodies our social justice tradition is Sanyukta Bafna. Sanyukta studied business in college, but after spending 3 years with Teach for India, she not only decided to become an educator, but also wanted to acquire the deepest possible understanding of her craft, beginning with a focus on curriculum. Naturally, she chose Teachers College and became interested in issues of gender and social justice. Her master's thesis, The Illusion of Choice, an ethnographic study of an all-girl Islamic school in Mumbai, explored how the messages girls receive about religion and gender affect their college and career choices. After graduating, Sanyukta will return to India to join a new school curriculum and consulting firm started by 2012 TC alumna Omak Sudai. Her goal? To liberate school curricula from stereotypes of religion and gender so that girls are empowered to realize their full potential. Graduates, the important work that all of you do in pursuit of social justice is very much at the core of what makes TC great. In this very large room are creators of beautiful works of art and music who will inspire new generations to view and engage the world more imaginatively through the magic of art. As Maxine Greene wisely observed, art may not change the world, but it can change people who change the world. Others among you will prepare students from the earliest grades through college to achieve basic and then more sophisticated literacy and language skills. Or you will teach citizens of the future to respect, appreciate, and critically evaluate our past, and to undertake productive collaborations to assure our future. Or perhaps you will help build a more inclusive and richly diverse society by working with English language learners and leveraging the cultural funds of knowledge they bring to education. But all of you, educators, artists, administrators, scholars, leaders, all of you will have a hand in changing the trajectories of lives for the better. And they will change you. Why? Because your quest for social justice is more than a resolve to confront what is wrong in our society and make it right. It's also a summons for you to continue to deepen your knowledge and understanding of the students you teach, their culture, their experiences, their realities, so you can work with them to achieve brighter futures. The challenges of confronting our society remain as daunting as ever. With so much chaos and suffering in the world, it's easy to grow despondent. But my faculty colleagues and I are optimistic about the future because we have taken the full measure of your talents, integrity, and fitness to become leading thinkers, advocates, professionals, and scholars. We're confident that individually and collectively, you will make the greatest possible difference in the world. This is your time. Keep bright the chain of social justice that started for all of us at TC's founding. Congratulations.